Let's get in then. Kunal Shah, he's head research, Nirmal Bang Commodities, and he joins us live on the show with his strategies. Kunal, hi, welcome. First of all, what's your sense coming in for the base metal prices? Because that is the only space which is in green and perhaps ahead of the Chinese holidays, buying ahead of that perhaps. How are you reading into prices of copper, aluminum, nickel right now?
Ahead of Chinese holidays, all the base metal prices are up, supported by the nationwide mine strike which is going on in Peru. And that is one of the reasons why base metals are not going down in spite of a lot of negative news which is coming from China. So even though our structural view still remains bearish on the base metal complex, but we feel that during next week we are going to see some relief rally, and mainly with again rupee started to depreciate today. I think you can see some more upside because of the weakness in rupee. So we feel that in base metal complex one should do bargain hunting in metals like lead. One can go long in lead at 128.20 with upside target of 130 and can place a stop loss below 127.
Kunal, also how would you look at the precious metal space now, because all the kind of gains that we saw after the Fed refrained from tapering QE have been more or less given away. We just seem to be holding around that 1320 mark right now. How would you look at the prices in the international markets, and with what the rupee is doing, where do you see the prices headed in the Indian markets now?
Well, due to the month-end dollar demand, I think rupee for a day or two can remain up. We may see some more depreciation in rupee, and because of that, we feel that gold one should not short at current levels. One should wait for the breakdown or for the confirmation from the rupee's end that rupee is not going to weaken further. I think till then we recommend to go long, because all these US debt negotiations are definitely going to lend some support during the evening session today. So we are of the view that one can go long in gold at 29,830 with a stop loss placed below 29,750 and expect prices to move up and test levels of 30,000.
Kunal, we seem to be closing this week on a lower basis when it comes to gold and silver prices. What's your sense now coming in for the next week? And also, if I could ask you, how is the last quarter of the calendar year looking to you when we talk about precious metal?
First, going forward, we are of the view that gold prices are going to remain under pressure. So in spite of these debt negotiations which are going, the moment this issue get resolved, I think gold prices are going to go down. If you look at the US jobless claims number yesterday, 309, I think very optimistic, very bullish number. For the first time after 4 or 5 years, we've seen these kind of numbers. And considering this, we believe that again the tapering concerns will re-emerge, and the investment demand of gold is not picking up. So even for the short term and even for the quarter view, we remain bearish on gold, and we feel that $1,200 is very much on the cards in spite of the festive season demand and jewelry demand being robust.
Kunal, how would you look at the energy space? Because all the factors, fundamentals which were supporting the prices, and we did see many highs because of that as well, also seem to be easing off at this point. While we have seen much of those prices off into the markets, at these current levels, do you see further decline?
Yes, a minor blip is still yet to come because everything which was bullish for oil has turned bearish for oil, because we've seen Libyan production resuming the market, European refinery outages going on. If you look at the US-Iran issue, that is also negative right now. The positive developments are coming, and more positive developments are likely to come. And suddenly we have scenario where no one's gonna attack Egypt also. So I think all the factors are pointing towards some more correction. I think most of them have been factored in. So $100 looks to be a good floor for the short-term perspective, and from the very short term, one can initiate a short position with a further downside target of $1.5 to $2 in crude oil. So $150, $101 on NYMEX looks very much within the range, and on MCX 6340 very much levels look very much realistic.
Fair point. Let's get rupee on your screens as well, because there has been a turnaround from the 1 week highs that we saw the rupee closing trades at, or rather opening trades at. On your screens, nearly 0.25% down there, so 62.20 is back in that space. And perhaps the equity markets also are moving in the same direction. We had seen some gains coming in for that one as well, but all these markets seem to be turning around at this point in time. Nifty on your screens, 0.5% of a decline coming in for that one, and ditto is the case with Sensex as well. Kunal, before we let you go, what's your sense coming in for the rupee now? Because while the opening has been good, last couple of days also have been positive, the rupee has turned around quite clearly.
Because of the month-end dollar demand, I think this upside is what we are observing right now, and we expect further upside, further weakness at least in next 2-3 days. So we may see a further 50 to 60 paisa of more depreciation in rupee. but we do not remain very pessimistic from current juncture, and we feel that maximum upside from here is 1–1.5%. So our broader view still remains a little bullish, but in a short term we are going to see some depreciation to take place.
All right, Kunal, let you go at that. Appreciate you joining us with your sense on all of those commodities and the currency market as well.